Hi guys, my name is Carol. You're welcome back to my channel. I'm talking about circumcision. And when I'm talking about circumcision, it's not about the male circumcision, it's about the female circumcision. I don't know if you live in a part that the part of the country that is still circumcising the female child. Please stop. is 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 it has been banned, but some people are still going behind doors, like sneaking to the back to still circumcise the female child. I will tell you my experience when I had my first daughter. So I had my first daughter in Nigeria. Well, before I even proceed, I need to tell you that the clitoris, like when they circumcise a baby, what they cut out when they circumcise a female child, what they remove is like mutilation. What they remove is the clitoris, and the clitoris is is they see it as the pleasure organ. This is and this clitoris, it's not even like when you're having sex, like it helps you with organ. That's like you get orgasm and whatever. Your clitoris helps you with the orgasm and everything. It's not even about like when you're having sex or anything. When you're having a baby, and I can tell you, I'm a witness. When you're having a baby, the clitoris helps in with the control of pain. It eases your pain. You don't even have to take epidural or anything. The way God built the clitoris, when the baby's head hits the G spot, your clitoris, the pain disappears. And it happened to me as I was. That's why I had a painless childbirth. I know my episiotomy was horrible, but when the baby jumped out, when I pushed, it wasn't painful, and it was my clitoris that helped, and it will help you. Like, the clitoris plays a very major role in childbirth. So please stop cutting out the clitoris. Stop circumcising a female child. Okay, now I'm gonna tell you my experience when I had my first daughter. My daughter escaped circumcision, and if not for me, my daughter would have been circumcised. But thank God for me. I was even ready to give up my marriage when they had insisted on circumcising my daughter. Hold on for the next part. Story. Okay, so as I was saying, after I had my baby, I came home. So a couple of days later, my other brother-in-law visited me at Enugu, and he was like, "Oh, has the baby been circumcised?" I said, "No, I had a female child. I mean, it's not a boy, it's a baby girl." He said, "Yeah, I know it's a baby girl, but it's a family tradition. All the girls born into this family get circumcised." I said, "No, but I wasn't circumcised. Like, my mom had four girls and five boys. All our four girls, none was circumcised. And then my mom had told us that in 1973, that was around when they had my sister, my first sister. So they had banned circumcision. So, and my dad, my dad has been a principal of a school. So my dad never allowed any of the daughters to be circumcised. My parents believed in instilling discipline in a child, not mutilating a child, I mean, a female child. So I told my brother-in-law that I wasn't even circumcised, and I got disvirgined at the age of 26. And all my other three sisters, they were all disvirgined by their husband. Like, it's this virginity thing, like preserving ourselves, abstaining from sex until marriage. I think it's a family tradition in my family. So we'll try to really keep ourselves until marriage. And so I told my brother-in-law that I got that my husband was my first man. He was the one that disvirgined me. So I wasn't circumcised, but I still was able to keep myself until marriage. He said, "No, no, no, no. You have to circumcise the girl so she doesn't flirt around. I said, but I'm the mom, I didn't flirt around. I kept myself. So we kept arguing. So I called my husband. My husband said, no, 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 you don't do that. But you know, some in-laws, they are so stubborn that even if when you say no, and because they know the guy is abroad, they'll still go ahead and do what they want to do. So they kept pushing that it's a family thing. All the girls must be circumcised. I said, no, you're not circumcising my baby. So my mom intervened. I called my mom. My mom said, no, I never circumcised. I never circumcised any of my daughters. Instill the discipline in your girls. Do not destroy them. Do not mutilate them just because you want them to be away from the boys. If a girl wants to flirt, whether circumcised or uncircumcised, they'll still flirt. So try to instill discipline in the baby. So, okay, wait for the next part. Okay, so we kept going back and forth, and I tried to convince them, but they were insisting. So my brother-in-law told me, well, if this girl flirts around, it will be on your head. I said, yes, it's gonna be on my head 100 folds. Okay, so, and at the end of the day, I did not let them circumcise my daughter. It even got to a point that when I go to shower and my baby is sleeping, when I'm in the bathroom, my heart is telling me, oh, they took your baby to second. I'll run out of the bathroom. I check, I open the diaper, like check to see. Because if you circumcise the girl, there must be blood. So I'll come out, I'll rush out of the bathroom, open the diaper to see if anybody cut off something. This thing kept haunting me, like, and then sometimes, say if my sister-in-law says, okay, let me just take the baby for a walk, like let me take the baby outside or something, oh, my heart will be pounding. By the time they will come back, the first thing I'll do, I'll take the baby to the room, open the diaper, like to check to make sure everything is intact. So I kept doing that, just to protect my baby. I said, instead of circumcising my baby, I would rather let go of the marriage, because something that was not done to me, how would I allow them to do it to my baby? No, I said no, it won't happen. I'd rather have my baby alive than like leave the marriage with my baby intact than having my baby destroyed. So that was how, they, like, at the end of the day, I did not allow them to circumcise my baby girl. And then my mom was backing me up too, because my mom gave them like instances, and told them how, and then they were saying, I said, so where are they going to, my question was then, do they still circumcise? Because they said the um um circumcision of the female child was banned in the 70s. Like, I think it was in 1970 they banned it. So I was asking my in-law, so are they still circumcising? Because I heard it was banned. They say, yeah, there's an old lady, there's an old woman at the back of the street that is still I said, an old woman still circumcising, and you don't even know if the instruments were sterilized. Does she even have a license? An old lady at the back of the street, maybe she had her own small room, yet she's still destroying females, cutting off their clitoris so they won't flirt, they won't run after men. Who does that? I'm so glad I did not allow my baby to get circumcised. Because some girls, they're so desperate for marriage, they want to be married by fire, by force. Then they let them chop their babies off. I said no. Hell